I'm Paul Donovan, and I am joined by, a couple of guests, a Brazilian pianist, Jovino Santos Neto, and Estonian bassoonist, who lives here in Denver now, Martin Kuuskmann. Is that, did I say that right?
Yes, the second time is perfect.
Oh, good. That's not true in jazz. You just got to go with the first, right? When you're live.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
You got a groove.
Well, thank you for being here. You guys just spent some time in our Bonfils Stanton Performance Studio here and played some songs. So we recorded that. So we'll be able to pop that up on our YouTube channel. So
Awesome.
yeah, that'll be cool.
Great.
So a piano and a bassoon. That's an interesting combination. You don't hear enough bassoons in jazz. I mean, when I think bassoon, I think, I don't know, the Beatles' Day in a Life.
Yeah, okay.
And there was another pop tune out that escapes me, but yeah.
Usually it's synthesized. There's a bassoon sound. Sounds like a bassoon, but it's synthesizer.
Like in,
yeah.
There's a part in the Fifth of Beethoven, the movement, where there's this little quiet passage, and you hear
It's
this.
all synthesizer.
No.
Is that a bassoon?
Yeah. There's
Made
a
to
lot.
sound like a bassoon.
Well, there's a lot of bassoon in Beethoven. Beethoven is loaded with bassoon.
Yeah.
They loved bassoon.
He's a smart guy.
Yeah.
So, wow, we're talking Brazil and Estonia. How?
We look alike.
We are brothers.
We gave away some tickets to your show tomorrow night at the Savoy Denver.
Yes,
At the
correct.
27th in Arapahoe. And one listener texted, I'm also Estonian. There's not many of us left. So I'd like to get some tickets to the show. So he's going.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's
So
great.
I thought that was
I wonder
funny.
if I know him. I should probably know him. Yeah.
Perhaps.
I hope the Brazilians will come too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There's not many of them left,
I love Brazilian music.
Thank you.
So how did you guys come together? I mean, we're talking two different countries here.
Yep.
Yeah, I used to live in Washington State before moving here. So from Estonia, it was California, Connecticut, New York City for a long time, Washington, and then here. But in Washington, was it in 2011 or?
Ooh, I don't even remember.
It was a while ago.
Yeah, it was a dark and stormy night.
In our ladhoods. Yeah. And we played at a festival together in Blaine, Washington. No, was it Blaine? No, it was Linden.
Well, we played in Blaine, and we taught together at Blaine, and then we played together in Linden.
Yeah,
And also at the Semiamo, which is a beautiful resort out there, right at the border of U.S. and Canada.
Yeah, summer
And
festivals.
That's where we met, and we just the music. That's this natural. It's kind of like a chemistry or affinity that you have between certain, not so much the instruments, but the instrumentalists.
Yeah.
So when that happens, and sometimes it happens after a long time of working, it kind of builds up over time, like you have a band that rehearses for 30 years, like I have a band in Seattle that exists for 30 years. But there's other situations in which you meet someone and you start playing and there's not much to do other than to just keep playing. Things fall into place,
Yeah.
and with Martin has been this way.
Yeah, with Jovino, we've kind of found the common language. We were in a groove right away, and it was very natural. It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When people hear our repertoire consists basically what we call bossa nova tunes, but not only. It's a loose, flexible definition, but we play a lot of compositions by Antônio Carlos Jobim, Vinícius de Moraes, that defined that style back in the late 50s, early 60s. And normally when you hear this music, you used to hear it with guitar and voice, maybe a flute or a saxophone like Stan Getz. But in this case with the bassoon, I would like to make it clear that this is not kind of like in the jazz format, like so many great jazz musicians have recorded music of this format in a jazz format. I mean, you play the head, you do some solos, and then you change, you trade. In this case, what I think is being really featured is Martin's amazing ability as a melodist, as somebody who can, like a good singer.
A melodist.
He's a melodist, and because of the range, because of the range of his instrument, he can sound either like a male singer or a female singer. The range of the bassoon goes high and low like that.
Very diverse.
Yeah,
It's
and
very
that for
today.
me is a gift as a pianist because I can play with that. So even though he's looking at written notes, the way he interprets them is unique. So every time we play it again, it's going to be different again. So
Right,
that's
right,
the
right.
jazz element, but it's
Yes.
not like we're blowing chorus after chorus. You know, it's more like we're just featuring on the beautiful compositions. So that's our album's called Retratos, which means portraits. So these are portraits of the Brazilian composers that we are honoring.
Yeah, the one who really improvises is Jovino because he's the pro at it. I'm a classical artist who just really likes. I listen to jazz, I listen to all kinds of music, and I love bossa novas. And
yeah.
it's a very vocal instrument, like Jovino said. And Jovino is an absolute master of his instrument, and he himself is extremely lyrical and a melodist. And like he said about me. And thank you, Jovino. And but it's like you said, I just jump between octaves. I interpret. That's my part of improvisation. Yeah.
The feel that you
Yeah.
get.
Yeah.
Exactly.